Oh, it looks alright. Let's see how it runs. Yeah, I think so. Yes, I know the prescription's ready. I know, I know, I know. Alright. Oh, goodness.
Your ship is being delivered to the following landing.
We are being delivered. Frame rate appears good. Oh, so always a bump there. No idea why. No idea why. Off we go. Well, either there's a ship out there or there's a windstorm and there's a lot of dust blowing off the pad. See that? I wonder what the deal is. Not think there'd be any dust blowing off the pads. But who knows? Enter ship. Let's go find out if the kiosk work. First off the bat. Startup.
Acknowledged.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
Core system is operational. Takeoff.
Launch
Ascending.
complete.
Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear raised.
Range.
Collecting data.
View 8.
That's affirmative.
Change view.
Roger that.
Jump.
Jumping.
Little delay there, huh? Change view.
Roger that.
Little bit of a delay.
Quantum drive
Range.
deactivated.
Collecting data.
But you're not. Uh-oh. Just a lag spike. Range.
Collecting data.
Oh. Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
You talk too close together and voice track just doesn't like it.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Kiosk may not work. Not a big deal. We're just screwing around. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Okay, we do know that we're in a crater. So range.
Collecting data.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down.
And the gear indicator is
Locked.
working like the patch note said. Said they got it fixed. Well, I know it's in this crater, so should be getting a visual on the damn thing. Way over there in the dark. And if you pitch, you will move. You believe this is the one we want right here. We're just gonna have to be careful here if we're landing without aids. Come on, back up. This is the trouble. You really can't pitch to look down. There are no landing aids. So we're gonna cheat. View 5.
There you go.
Change view.
Roger that.
And it's just that simple. Just cheat. Be careful with your throttle. It will take off. Change view.
Roger that.
Exit seat.
Affirmative.
We'll just leave it running. We'll just leave her running. Like I say, no guarantee that the kiosk are going to be up. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Nope, not working. We got no ships showing up. Alright, that's not a big deal. We're just going to run out to a rest stop. No biggie. See what we got available here. Mobile glass. Uh-oh. New glitch. Mobile glass. It is not working. We have no mobile glass. Mobile glass. Okay. Mobile glass is not working. We'll get in the ship, see if it works there.
Flare countermeasure.
I
active.
have no idea why that does that when you get in the seat. Mobile glass. There it goes. Guess you have to be in the pilot seat now. Okay, let's go to Deacons. What the hell? It's pretty close. We don't really have to go one of them 50 million kilometer jumps. Close mobile glass. Close mobile glass. Take off. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting module. Handing you the con.
Landing gear raised.
Raise landing gear. You can see we can terrain follow just fine just by using VTOL. Just remember to use a little up thruster every now and then to get you off the ground, but you can really do some sweeping this way, and we're in full VTOL mode. As I said, we are still a pretty good turret. We can take out ground targets all we want. Just gotta remember to control your VTOL. Hover mode is not as bad as people think it is. As you can see, we're running pretty good speed across the ground here in VTOL. Just a little up thrust every now and then when we get too close. It's not hard to do. People are having trouble with it. And it may be a real pain in the ass, I guess, if you have a Caterpillar. I don't know. I know it sucks in a Cutlass. But those type of ships don't interest me, so I really don't have a problem with the smaller ships in VTOL. Cruise control. And if you want to break out of VTOL fast,
Affirmative.
or at least level off in VTOL, just remember, hit your space brake, just hold her down, it'll level you off. You obviously got to go around the planet here. Oh, we pick up on this planet 101,000 kilometers. Range.
Collecting data.
No, it's on a different planet. I thought it was. Alright, let's get some altitude. Get out of the atmosphere. Range.
Collecting data.
Not been able to see your HUD, you know. It's the only thing about, I would like to be able to get range on targets without having to lose our HUD. But that's not in the game yet. May never be in the game. Who knows? And you can use your speed limiter to kick your cruise control up. You should never be quantum traveling with your cruise control on. People forget that. Just a waste of fuel. Cruise control. Range.
Collecting data. Affirmative.
See if enough, we could go. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
A lot of people are really bad-mouthing hover mode, VTOL. I really don't see the issue. I mean, there's some ships that need work, like the Cutlass. And basically it needs work because you have no forward and reverse throttle in VTOL. And it really doesn't want to hold still. You really, even when you get it level, it keeps moving, which makes it problematic when you're trying to land in a hangar. It's easy enough to land on a pad, but it's hard to allow for going down into a hangar when the damn thing's moving forward and back all the time. Range.
Collecting data.
But I actually like the hover mode. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive.
Some people will probably never like it. I have found I can do quite a bit with it in practice. Don't really see a big issue. I mean, make no mistake, it's not perfect. It needs some work, but
Quantum drive deactivated.
I find it completely usable. Cruise control. Get on down to
Affirmative.
the pickup point here. And people don't realize that they're having trouble with the throttles. They can lower their speed limit down where you really can't get a whole lot of thrust out of your ship. Cruise control. People are not using the tools they have because they don't understand them, I think. See, we're in VTOL mode right now. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
That's why it keeps trying to drift up. It's trying to auto level. I'm actually having to hold the nose down to get forward progress where I want it. As you can see, I have throttle, but you know what? I can lower my limiter and slow my ship down. See how it limits the amount of thrust everything makes. So it's how you want to use it. Okay, we got a visual. And we'll get a little closer and we'll level it out. Don't come in too hot and heavy in VTOL because you will smack it on the ground. Okay, we're pretty close here. We'll go ahead and speed brake. We're leveling it out. We're dropping our speed. And we're just going to take out some altitude here. We'll see if we can depend on the ground. Don't get carried away with landing. We're not trying to land. We're just seeing if we can see our building without and the better you get at this, the faster you'll be. Okay, I'm looking for the building that has... Remember, your throttles are touchy. Is that the blue building up there? If that's the blue building... Okay, looks like our pickup's right there. I say, and we're doing this all VTOL. It's not that big a deal. Just be patient. Space brake it to stop it. View 5.
There you go.
Change view.
Roger that.
Make sure you're not over nothing. Oops. And we'll just set it on the ground. Change view.
Roger that.
Okay, exit seat. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
And sometimes you'll land, the thing will try to skid across the ground a little bit. Just put it back up in the air and try it again. Sometimes it doesn't settle solid. Sometimes you actually have to turn the power off in your ship and to make it settle and stay on the ground. Depends on where you're at. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But you can leave it running if you're getting a good solid landing. If you're not, I might suggest you turn the power off. That way it won't drift while you're out of the ship. Hell, sometimes it won't even settle onto the ground until you turn it off. Like I say, it has little quirks. But you know, things like that happened even before they put it in VTOL. A lot of times you'd land it and you'd be landed, but it would not, it would stay moving anyway, or wouldn't settle all the way down on all three landing gear, or all four, whatever you want to call it. If you're doing delivery missions in these 300s, gotta remember you cannot put them in your cargo bays. They just fall through the bottom. As far as I know, they haven't fixed that. So just carry them up the ladder. You can throw them in the back in your cabin space. Where's the door at? There it is. They do allow you to carry them up the ladders now, so it's not a big deal. And you can place the boxes down all nice and pretty if you want to. Me, I just like to throw them. Because, whoops. That just fell through the ship. It ain't never done that before. Ha! Now I gotta go out and get it. I ain't never had that happen before. I mean, it always falls through the cargo bay, but I've never had it fall through the ship. So. And boy, I don't even see it. Well, we might have found a bug here. Maybe it's still there, I don't know, but it does not show up. Whoops, here we go. It fell through the planet too. I think it fell through the planet as well as the ship. $16.29 meters. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get that. Yep, it definitely fell through the planet. Okay, so there's might be a bug or two still. Okay, it is PTU. It wouldn't matter if it was PU. Them things happen. But that's the first time I've had it fall out of the ship doing it this way. It always falls out the cargo hold, but it usually stops at the planet. Yeah, we're 2655. Okay, we're definitely. Let's see if we can find it in space. We got nothing better to do here. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules.
Complete.
Handing you the con.
All right. Cruise control.
Landing gear raised.
I wonder if it'll show up. I don't think that'll show up on a star map. No, not gonna show up.
Collecting data.
See if we can get a marker. Now, how's that for different? Did I mention it's PTU and there may be a lot of bugs? Don't know if I mentioned that. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Now this may not, we may not even be able to pick this box up even on an EVA if it's where it's at. If we can get to it, we will be able
Quantum
to
drive
recover it.
deactivated.
It all depends. Range. See if there's anything close
Collecting
by.
data.
Doesn't appear to be anything close by. Range.
Collecting data.
Okay. Nothing close by at all. Range.
Collecting data.
Can we jump to that? Jump.
Quantum
Jumping.
drive
We can.
activated.
Son of a gun. I just learned something new. It's allowing us to jump back to the box. We may smack right through the planet, though. This is liable to be deadly. Alright. Look at this. This is different.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Say, there's no guarantee this is a good idea. And it may be inside the planet, which we won't be able to pick it up anyway, but we'll see. We'll see what we got here. And it may just fall through the ship again, who knows? If it's bugged, it's bugged. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Well, it sure looks like I'm coming up on the ground. Cruise control. Awful fast here. Cruise control. It says I'm 20 kilometers away, and yet my altitude is not 20 kilometers, so we're not even going to be able to get this puppy. We are definitely view 5.
There you go.
Change view. Whoa.
Roger that.
We're real close to the ground here. Whoops. We better change view. We better pay more attention. Yeah, we're real close to the ground. We're lucky we didn't crash it there. But we can't pick it up, obviously. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we obviously can't pick this up. It's actually inside the planet somewhere. Yeah. Okay, we can waste that mission. We tried. It's in the center of the world. That's one of them fancy boxes. Oh, hiccups. Mobile glass. Mobile glass. So we'll abandon that one. Like I say, there's still, there's bugs. And see, it says I picked it up, but it's not really picked up. It's wherever it may be. Alright, we'll try one more time, I guess. Or we can try a complex mission. They pay more. Don't want to go all that far. Definitely don't want to go to 18. It's just no fun landing and taking off there. They've just made it such a pain in the ass. Here's one, Lyria. It's a long trip, but it's a long trip, but we can probably do that. We're on selling now, so let's just go ahead and accept this. Close mobile glass, and we might have the same problem. Close mobile glass. Alright. I thought we were on some. Oh, we're on yellow. Okay. Sorry about that. Cruise control. Range.
Collecting data.
Alright. We're fighting hover mode this far off the ground. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive
Yeah,
activated.
we're pretty far up in the atmosphere to be screwing around with hover mode. Saves got still. Haven't got interdicted just yet today.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Range.
Collecting data.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Whee.
Quantum drive
Cruise control.
deactivated.
Affirmative.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Landing mode.
The landing gear is down. And locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Getting plenty of landing practice. And depending how brave you want to be, view, change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Depending on how brave you want to be, it has a lot to do. Get good with your space brake, know where all your controls are, and you can land fairly quickly. People say it takes too long. Now, if I didn't know better, I would say the landing gear wasn't down, but it is. Change view. See how it's slid
Roger
there?
that.
You have to watch yourself. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Once you touch down, it really shouldn't be sliding around. Unless you're giving it some kind of throttle and I wasn't. Like I say, it's quirky. You have to watch it. Pay attention. All the wheels are on the ground. I don't know why it slid like that. But I was ready to take off again just in case. Okay, let's see if this one's gonna fall in the ship. Through the ship. Maybe a server thing. Maybe something they screwed up on the new patch. I don't know. They did patch it again yesterday. The kiosks for these things are working. That's something. Whoops. Okay. We got the box. The box is got. Oh, did you just put the box down? Don't be putting the box down. And these complex people, they'll hire anybody. You know, they're not real particular. It's not like UPS where you got to struggle to get a job. Yeah, like I say, we were just moved over. I really don't see why it slid, but if we were up on that big slope, I could have understood it. Alright, we'll try to place it down this time. Like I say, I've never had any trouble just dropping it, but just for the sake of trying to make sure. Now if I could just read it. Whoop! Okay. Box missions are not working. At least in this ship. So there ain't nothing we can do about it. We're done. Second one just dropped through the ground. Such is life.
Flare countermeasure active.
Mobile glass. Like I said, we want to jump another one. They're not working. That's new. Like I said, it may just be server. Close mobile glass. MFD1.
Accepted.
MFD2.
You may now proceed.
Okay, we
Accepted.
can get
You may
to our
now
radar
proceed.
for a change. Close.
Understood.
Zoom in.
Roger that.
It's not zooming in. Zoom in.
Roger that.
Zoom out. Huh, it
Affirmative.
doesn't work in this ship. Zoom in.
Roger that.
Zoom out.
Affirmative.
Wonder why it doesn't. Range.
Collecting data.
Range.
Collecting data.
Trying to get back to our HUD here. Range.
Collecting data.
Can't get back to our HUD. Range.
Collecting data.
Okay, things are screwed up.
Launch complete.
Range.
Collecting data.
Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, it's not allowing us to go back to our HUD, so definitely things aren't right. Range. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, I can't get off the Yeah, we're pretty much in limbo here. We have throttle and stuff, but I cannot get back to my HUD, nor can I range up stuff. It is stuck for whatever reason. Range.
Collecting data.
Star map.
Activating now.
Oh, come on. Star map's not working, obviously. I got no star map. Zoom out.
Affirmative.
Close star map.
Affirmative.
Mobile glass. Yeah, we're stuck. This is a server issue. Definitely got a server issue. Close mobile glass. Yeah, we're stuck in some kind of command mode here. There's nothing I can do about it. I could technically, let's see if we can get up into space. Cruise control. May be able to power down the ship and restarted it. I'm not even sure we're in cruise control. Change view.
Roger that.
We just crashed. There you go. There you have it. Crash, 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 crash. I knew we were lost. Nothing was working. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, let me go to virtual desktop here. And we're going to stop streaming. I'll get a few chores done.